Good morning, class 8. Yes, we are here to learn general knowledge. Of course, we'll be doing in every class along with general knowledge, whether it is GK or moral science, according to the period, we'll be doing it. But along with that, we'll be doing some current affairs. So, today, also, after my teaching, after discussing with you the answer, I'll be discussing with you the current affairs. So, you need to have your GK notebook also along with you and a textbook, of course, to write down the answers which we are going to discuss. So you should always have one GK notebook whenever we have the class. Okay, so today also there will be current affairs to be discussed along with the lesson. So we are starting with the knowledge track today. You have your book, class 8 knowledge track. Are you all having it? Okay, take it out. Take out your book, knowledge track. Yes, and it should be on your table. When there is a period, you should know which book you have to have. So you should have all the three books on your table. So today is a knowledge track. Let's open it. Open to the first page of the book. Of course, the book starts from page number 5. So it is based on active volcano. You can see highest volcano in Europe with an elevation of 3,329 meter. How many of you know this has been designated? How many of you know this? Or I should ask, who knows this? It's very difficult to answer because you are not able to answer. And yes, we are all available for you from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So kindly, if you have any queries, you can ask that time. Open up your book and start writing. Let's discuss the answer at the same time. Highest volcano in Europe. Any idea? Yes, it in the Europe with an elevation of 3,329 meter. That's called, yes, Mount Etna. ETNA, Mount Etna. You can mark it there in your clue box there. Yes. Point number 2. Highest mountain in Japan with height of 3,776 meter. And the answer is, any idea? Any guesses? Of course, yes, Japan Fuji. So Mount Fuji is the choice. You can mark Mount Fuji. Fuji. Point number 3. Most active volcano in Indonesia and has been active for 10,000 years. 10,000 years. Any idea what it is? And it belongs to Indonesia. Of course, Mount Merapi. Mark that. Point number 3. Highest mountain in the United States of Washington with a height of 4,392 meters. And that is what? Mount Rainier. Rainer. Number 5. Highest mountain in the US state. We have done number 4, right? Number 5. Volcano located in Philippines in the year 1991 resulted in one of the most destructive volcanic eruption of the century. What it is? What is it? That is Mount Pinatubo. Mount Pinatubo. You can mark there in the clue box. Pinatubo. The last one. On number 6, you see volcano located in the northern part of Sumbawa, known for its eruption in 1816. More than 4,300 meter height. So the last one, of course, yes, very smart people can understand that. Mount Tambora is the answer. Okay, Mount Tambora. Now we move on to the next page. And the next page is all about special trees. Can you see that? Yes, I have also opened for you the page. You can see on the slide on the screen. But I want you all to open your book at the same time. And if you have not bought it, buy it. It's there in the school portal. It's there in the school. Talk to the office and get the book. Yes. Now, next page, page number 6, you see the first one. This tree has two pronged roots. Two pronged roots. Like a prong that resemble human legs. You know what? You have a prong and that resemble human legs. So which is it? And it's a magical plant also. So that's mandrake, right? Mark in the clue box, mandrake. Number 2, tallest trees in the world, found in California. and the height is 112 meter. Of course, redwood trees, redwoods. This tree grows in Hampshire, London, and the flower resembles a species of wasp. And what is that? Bee orchid. Number 3. Number 4. A deadly tree. Milky sap of the tree is extremely poisonous. And where is it found? Namibia. And what is it called? It's known as bottle tree. Number 5. Could you see that? Yes, it's a 400 years old big green tree, and it stands alone on the barren desert of Bahrain, and that is called what? Tree of life. The last one, native of New Zealand, Rocky Mountain. The plant has small white flowers and hairy leaves, which give it a sheep-like appearance. And what is that? Who will answer this? Okay, the last one. Very smart person can answer. The last, whichever is left in the clue box. Yes, Rauolia. Now moving on to the next page, we have agriculture. You can see on the slide, I have made the changes on the page as well. So you can see on the slide as well. All those who don't have the book can follow the slide. And please get the book. It's available in the school. So many of your friends have taken the book, have bought the book. Okay, now the first one in the agriculture. In this type of agriculture, the crops grown are consumed by the farmer and his family. And you can see what is that called? Of course, yes, and it's a puzzle thing. The words are there and you just have to break the puzzle, and that's subsistent agriculture. Number 2, type of agriculture, the farmer grows crops to sell in the market, and that is because they're selling in the market, so it has to be commercial agriculture. Point number 3, which type of agriculture is practiced in the area with low population density? Extensive agriculture. And point number 4, this type of agriculture is practiced in densely populated area where there are lots of population, and that is called, what is the other one? Intensive. Yes, the opposite of the word extensive is intensive. So it has to be intensive. The next one, number 5, a type of agriculture introduced by Europeans to meet the demand of tea, coffee, cocoa, pineapple. And what is that called? Plantation agriculture. From the name only you can make out. The last one, type of agriculture mainly practiced by the tribal groups. What are they practicing? And that's called shifting agriculture. Am I correct or am I wrong? Who will tell me? Yes. Shifting agriculture. Have I made myself clear? Okay, the first one was subsistent agriculture. The next one was commercial. Number 3 was extensive. Number 4, intensive. Number 5, plantation agriculture. Number 6, shifting agriculture. Have I made myself clear? Now we move on to the next page, page number 8. Today we'll be doing till page number 9 because it's there in the syllabus to do 5 pages. And in a week we just have 2 classes, children. We have one is for GK and one is for moral science, and there are 2 books to be completed. So we'll be doing 4 or 5 pages each time, maybe 6, 7 as well. So you have to be ready, as we all know, you all do the same thing in the classes as well, in the school as well. Okay, move on to the next page, and the next page is about endangered and extinct mammals. Some mammals who have become endangered and they have become extinct. The first one you see, it's a desert antelope found in Arabian Peninsula and Middle East, and that is what? Oryx, O-R-Y-X, oryx. You can mark in the clue box. Later on you can write down. Number 2 is Asiatic wild dog that swims well and is found mainly in India. And the answer is, any idea? Asiatic wild dog. And the answer is, yes, dhole, T-H-O-L-E, dhole. Number 3, bat found in Japan and it's also known as a fruit bat. And the answer is flying fox, of course, Ryukyu flying fox. Next one, Only species of the seal to get extinct due to human causes. And the answer is Caribbean monk seal. Number 5, first known aquatic mammal species. And what is it? Who will answer this? First known aquatic mammal species. Yes. And the answer is Baiji. And the last one. It was commonly called Tasmanian tiger and was one of the only two marsupials to have a pouch in both the sexes. And the answer is thylacine. 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 Okay. Now we move on to the last page for today, and that is page number 9, lesson number 5, page number 9, and that is all about forest. You can see the answers have to be found out between down and across. It's a kind of a clue given for you, is a crossword, what we call, and from the crossword we need to find out the answer. And the crossword is there to tell you, to help you with it. The first one, forests grown in the warm water. So you will first do down and then we move on to across. 1, 2, 3 in the down and then 4, 5, 6 in across. First one, these forests grow in the warm waters of tropical ocean. Sundari trees are found here. Very important clue. Sundari trees are found here. So the answer is mangrove forest. Mangrove forest. Number 2, because you all know Sundari trees grow in mangrove forest. Many of you have studied that in science. Number 2, forests are also known as rainforests and contain more than half of the world's plants and animal species. So the answer is tropical rainforest. Of course, tropical is the answer. Number 3, these forests are known as a snow forest. You can understand snow forest. And these forests mostly consist of pines, spruces, larches, and the answer is, any idea, any guesses? Of course, boreal. Boreal. You can write down boreal. The next one, number 4, and now we move on to the across one. Forest known as a flooded forest, generally occur along the rivers. And the answer, any idea? Of course, the answer is swamp. SWAMP. Number 5, forests which are dominated by trees that lose their leaves each year. They are found in areas with warm summer and moist winters. And the answer, any clue, any idea? Of course, it's a temperate forest. There's a wrong answer given at the back. It's not a temperature. Maybe the answer at the back I've seen and it's written temperature. That's wrong. It's a temperate forest. So don't get carried away by that. The answer number 5 is temperate forest. Now, the last one, these forests are found in the areas with less rainfall. These vegetation in these forests are thorny trees and bushes. So any idea, any clue? Of course, thorn forest. THORN, thorn forest. Have I made myself clear? Okay, so that is all from the book today, and I would like you to follow everything, and those children who have not bought the book, kindly get the book and of course do the question answers, do all the exercises which we are doing, and get the book. Buy the book from the office, ask them when you can get the book, and those who have got the book, kindly update your work. Each time we'll be discussing something or the other, and yes, there has to be one notebook along with you every time, as I told you, to write down the current affairs, because current affairs will be discussed with you each and every time and whenever we have a class. Even we are doing moral science, after moral science current affairs can be done a little bit, and there is no harm in doing it. Have I made myself clear? So get ready with your pen and pencil, your register, your notebook, everyone. And I'm starting with the current affairs. Should I start now? Yes, I'm starting with the current affairs. The first one. You can see, I have also opened that slide. You can see from there as well. The first one, headquarters of Tata Group is called. What is the headquarters of Tata Group called? Headquarters of Tata Group called? Of course, Bombay House is the answer. You can take that down. Bombay House. Number 2, India's first steel mill was built by the Tatas, and in which year it was completed? Any idea? 1911. Please write down. About number 3, about 66% of the Tata's capital is allocated by Tata Son. And for what purpose? For what purpose? Answer is philanthropic trust. I will repeat the spelling in case the slide is not visible to you properly. You can write down the spelling I am repeating. I am dictating PHILANTHROPIC philanthropic trust. Number 4, current affairs number 4. What was the first Indian luxury hotel established by the Tatas? What was the first Indian luxury hotel established by the Tatas? And the answer is Taj Mahal Hotel. Taj Mahal Hotel. Many of you know there was some terrorist attack in the Taj Mahal Hotel. Yes, in Mumbai. Yes. Current affairs number 5. The Tata Group consists of how many companies? Very important question. Can be asked in the quiz competition somewhere. Tata Group consists of how many companies? And the answer is 80. 80. Written? Okay. Number 6. When was the Ministry of Divestment formed in India? When was the Ministry of Divestment formed in India? And the answer is 1999. 1999, of course. Written number 7. Current affairs number 7. Which was the first successful divestment? Which was the first successful divestment of a PSU carried out by the ruling NDA combined? I once again repeat this question. Which was the first successful divestment of a PSU carried out by the ruling NDA combined? Answer is Lagan Jute Machinery Company Limited. LAGAN. Lagan Jute Machinery Company Limited. Number 8. Who were the final 3 bidders? Write down. Who were the final 3 bidders for Balco, 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 when it was being privatized? When it was being privatized. Okay, if I ask you what is the full form of the word Balco, how many of you know? Of course, sir, we know because it's there. Yes, Bharat Aluminium Corporation Limited is Balco. So the answer is, who are the final 3 bidders? The answer is Sterlite. Number 1 is Sterlite. Number 2 is Hindalco. And number 3 is Alcoa. ALCOA. Please note down. All these current affairs have to be learned by heart. Number 9. Who was the first minister for divestment under NDA government? Who was the first minister for divestment under NDA government? Who was the first minister for divestment under NDA government? And the answer is Arun Jaitley. Arun Jaitley. Number 10. Under which Indian Prime Minister were guidelines for the divestment process first laid down? Once again, under which Indian Prime Minister were guidelines for the divestment process first laid down? And the answer is Chandrasekhar. He was the Indian Prime Minister that time. Chandrasekhar, Chandra, Chandrasekhar Shekhar. How many of you know Chandrasekhar? Your parents might be knowing it. You were very small that time, or maybe not born. Now, current affairs number 11. Who are the Bretton Woods sister? Very important question. You will not get this type of question anywhere. All these are my research work. Kindly write down. Who are the Bretton Woods sister? Bretton Woods. Who are called actually? Answer. Bretton is Bretton. Bretton Woods. 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 Sisters. And who are they? Answer is World Bank and IMF, International Monetary Fund. World Bank and IMF. These two are the Bretton Woods sisters. Have I made myself clear? These two are the Bretton Woods sisters. Next one, the president of World Bank. Who is the president of World Bank? Who is the president of World Bank? Answer you write down. Robert Bruce Zoellick. I'll repeat the spelling. Robert. Robert. Bruce. Bruce. Down then the Zoellick. Zoellvick. Zoellick. Number 13. President of IMF. IMF, as I told you, is International Monetary Fund. The full form is International Monetary Fund. Who is the president of IMF? Who is the president of IMF? The answer is Dominic Strauss-Kahn. Spelling you write down Domanic. 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 Strauss, 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 and the other part of the name is Kahn, Kahan, Kahn. Quickly write down. Number 14. Who is a WTO chief? World Trade Organization. How many of you know the full form of WTO? World Trade Organization. Who is the chief of WTO? Answer is Pascal Lamy. Pascal. Pascal. Lamy. Lamy. Number 15. When did the World Bank come into being? When did the World Bank come into being? Answer is July 1944. July 1944. Written. Number 16. Former name of the World Bank. That means before it was called World Bank, what was the name given to it? What was it called earlier? Answer is IBRD. That is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Question number 17. Who was the first president of the World Bank? You please notice the question. My question is, who was the first president? I'm not asking the president now. Now I've already given you. Now, who was the first president of the World Bank? The answer is Eugene Meyer. Eugene. 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 Eugene Meyer. 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 And when? It's the date you can write down. 18 June 1946. 18 June 1946. The last current affairs for today. Number 18. Which Asian nation was the first to get a World Bank loan? Which Asian nation was the first to get a World Bank loan? You know what? World Bank is there to provide you the loan, right? So which nation was the first to get that? Answer is India. India. And for what reason and when? It happened in the year 1949 and on August 18, 1949. 2 years after independence, right? And for what purpose? For railway reconstruction and development purpose. Please underline that, please mark that for railway reconstruction and development process, India had taken the loan from the World Bank. The first one, India was the first one to get the loan from the World Bank, and the purpose is very clear, for railway reconstruction and development. So that's all for today. In today's class, again we'll be having our next class, and we'll be doing our class. So you can have your aptitude book ready for the next class. We'll be doing aptitude in the next class. So aptitude should be ready with you. One rough notebook, one pencil to find out the real answer, because in aptitude I don't want you to copy every time. You need to calculate your answers at the same time. Am I clear? So aptitude book should be ready with you. Don't mess up. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. And of course, everyone should buy the book, right? Because the studies, we don't know till what time it will go on like this. So be more serious, get all the books and keep studying. Don't leave anything. For every subject it's important. Till then, stay at home, stay safe.